Hey top driver! In this video, we're diving deep into the PC graphics settings in F125 with a special focus on the new path tracing technology and the best parameters for virtual reality. This latest chapter marks a major leap forward, a bold step into a new generation of visual simulation, powered by the evolved 𝐅𝐎𝐋𝐋𝐖 engine. For years, this proprietary engine has driven the F1 series, delivering solid performance and visually convincing results, even on aging hardware. But with F125, the game changes. This is the first true installment fully developed for next-gen hardware, unshackled from the constraints of old-gen consoles like PS4 and Xbox One. Dropping support for those platforms is a game-changer. No more compromises tied to underpowered CPUs, outdated GPUs, or limited RAM. F125 has been built from the ground up, free from technical bottlenecks that previously forced developers to simplify lighting, compress textures, or forgo advanced visual effects. The result? A leaner, more efficient graphics engine, finally able to unleash its full potential, designed to take full advantage of modern consoles and high-end PCs. On this solid technical foundation, F125 introduces one of the most significant innovations in recent sim racing history: path tracing. This cutting-edge rendering technique redefines the visual realism of lighting, reflections, and atmosphere on track. Available exclusively on PC, path tracing represents the pinnacle of photorealism ever achieved in the series, taking full advantage of the revamped engine and native OpenXR support. F125 isn't just an incremental update, it's the first truly next-gen entry in the franchise, seizing the end of old-gen limitations to deliver a visual experience that finally lives up to the expectations of serious sim racers. But what exactly is path tracing, and what difference does it make? Path tracing is next-gen rendering at its finest. It simulates light in a physically accurate way by tracing thousands of rays that bounce off every surface, material, and object in the scene. Each bounce contributes to building a final image that mirrors how light behaves in the real world. There are no shortcuts, no baked-in tricks, just pure light propagation, dynamically interacting with every detail. The result is global illumination, layered reflections, natural shadows, and color blending that all feel strikingly real and cohesive. It's nothing short of a visual revolution. To understand just how advanced this technology really is, it helps to compare it to what came before. With traditional rasterization, the graphics engine renders the scene quickly, but with approximations. Shadows are faked, reflections are pre-baked or simulated. The arrival of ray tracing brought a leap forward, introducing physically based lighting for reflections and shadows, but usually with just a single bounce and limited application. Path tracing pushes things even further. Each light source can bounce across multiple surfaces, indirectly illuminate the environment, and transfer color from one object to another. The result? A cohesive, vibrant, and deeply immersive scene. And in F125, this level of realism is no longer a vision of the future, it's here now. As mentioned, path tracing is available exclusively on PC and only for those with high-end GPUs, such as NVIDIA's RTX 30 series or newer. You can activate it by selecting the Ultra Max Graphics preset, which is tailored to deliver the highest level of visual realism possible. The visual leap is stunning. During night races, like Bahrain, every light source dynamically illuminates the surroundings. Shadows shift and soften in real time. Light bounces off the track, bodywork, grandstands, and barriers, producing a rich, three-dimensional environment. In the rain, the transformation is dramatic. Water accurately reflects lights and objects, the wet asphalt glistens, puddles react naturally to lighting, and the graphics engine continuously adapts to changes in weather and scene conditions. Car bodywork reflects everything around it in real time. Other cars, the track, the lighting, even the driver's point of view becomes more believable with deep and realistic reflections. Shadows are no longer randomly sharp or blurry. They now feature soft transitions, dynamic penumbras, and even the darkest areas receive subtle, indirect illumination. Every element works in harmony to create a scene that feels incredibly natural and visually coherent. Of course, all this visual fidelity comes at a cost. Path tracing is a very demanding technology. You'll need a powerful PC with a modern GPU and support for features like DLSS to maintain a smooth frame rate. DLSS offers several presets: ultra performance, performance, balanced, or quality, allowing you to claw back precious FPS without sacrificing too much visual quality. If you've got the hardware to support it, the experience is second to none. And if you're racing in virtual reality, you'll need an extremely capable graphics card to fully enjoy the immersion. Like many other VR titles, ray tracing is automatically disabled in VR to preserve performance, and path tracing isn't currently viable in real time for VR gameplay. Rendering tracks and cars in full 3D demands serious horsepower. A high-end GPU, a powerful CPU, and a finely tuned system are essential to ensure smooth performance and sharp visuals, both of which are critical for a truly immersive and comfortable VR experience. More and more sim racers are now moving away from SteamVR in favor of a leaner, faster, and often more stable solution. Open Composite. But what is it exactly, and why is it such an appealing alternative? Open Composite is a software layer that allows games originally built for SteamVR to run directly on OpenXR, the modern open standard for virtual reality. In essence, it removes SteamVR as the middleman, enabling direct communication between F125 and your VR headset. The result? A smoother, faster, and cleaner virtual reality experience. The first, and most noticeable benefit, is performance. By removing SteamVR from the equation, you ease the load on both the CPU and GPU. The system runs more efficiently, frame rates become more stable, latency drops significantly, and those annoying stutters or micro-freezes tend to disappear. When you're pushing 250 kilometers per hour in a simulator, every millisecond you can shave off counts toward your lap time. What's more, SteamVR consumes system resources even when idle. It uses up memory, processing power, and video bandwidth. Open Composite doesn't. It's lightweight by design, built to stay out of the way, which makes it ideal even for mid-range systems where every bit of performance matters. As for VR cameras, compared to standard setups, your options are trimmed down to just 3: horizontal offset, vertical offset, and mirror angle. The key here is to set your seat and steering wheel distance to mirror real-world dimensions. That way, your perception of space and proportions will feel natural. And for checking mirrors, just a small head turn is all you need, just like in a real cockpit. That's a wrap for this video. If you found this deep dive helpful, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss what's coming next. See you!